welcome to episode 6 of the 10 Beers Deep podcast, where we talk movies, TV, video games, sport, and of course, beer. I am one of your co-hosts, Alex Bezzacchini, joined by the slugger, Daniel Paul. Talk to me, Dan.
How are we, mate?
Mate, good. I feel good. How are you feeling right now?
I'm picking up a bit, bit tired, big day at work.
Yeah.
But I'm currently sculling my energy drink, and we should be good to go within like 5 minutes.
Yeah, he's punching the monster. That's dangerous.
Once we get in deep, once we get 10 beers deep.
Oh, we should name the podcast after that. That's actually a pretty good name.
Great slogan, isn't it?
Write that down.
Yeah, we'll do.
Not only work with you, mate, but we'll get into it a bit later, but jeez. Live, happening as we speak, Collingwood getting bent over by the Eagles. Oh, mate.
Don't know what you mean. It's never happened before.
Anyway, well, that's enough preamble here, mate. Let's just get into the beer review.
So I'm currently on my second Carlton Dry. There you go, Carlton Colds.
We stick to our word on this podcast. He's drinking Heineken Zeros.
I'll go first. So, I'm having a drink that has some distinct memories behind it. I am currently drinking, but because we've honoured this week's episode to our Japanese brethren for Ghost of Tsushima. I've got myself some Asahi. Now, these are 2 standard drinks, and they're in the cans, 500 ml.
Yeah. Good man.
So,
I like where this is going.
Alex and I used to drink Asahi just like here and there whenever. And then I went to New Zealand for my diploma last year, and I drank a slab in 3 nights with a couple other drinks mixed in. And yeah, so these have put me in a state before.
Mate.
And I tell you what, it wasn't Auckland.
Oh, is that a state? Is that a state?
I don't know how it works. Anyway,
actually,
first sip, I don't know.
Yeah, go. Sorry, go.
First sip, I don't know if you could hear me crack it open, but that's such a good beer. That's actually real good.
Oh, it's
Except,
good.
what's this? It says New Zealand on there. Oh no, imported into New Zealand. I was real worried. I thought this was.
It just says, remember New Zealand.
Yeah. It's got the smell of it's not really a beer smell.
Okay.
Or it's not like it's not like an Aussie beer smell, I should say. That probably makes a bit more sense.
Yeah, I
obviously
guess.
Because it's not Aussie. But
I wonder what is there some sort of different brewing process with the Japanese?
It must
beer?
be. Truly refreshing. A satin smoothness. Now that's a great call. Definitely some satin smoothness behind this.
Satin.
I can taste the silky satin behind it.
Yeah.
It smells bloody great. It's the more you smell it, the better it gets. But these are big 500 ml cans, and I'm going to try and get through at least 6. I've got more than 6.
Yeah. Dude, that's big. That's big. That's 12, obviously. That's quick
also,
or just
I don't have it on me, but I wanted to do something a little special for the Japanese episode because I do love Japan very much. I went and bought some sake, which is like a delicacy of alcohol in Japan.
Sake,
but I didn't know which one to pick, so I just picked the half decent one that was around the $30-$40 mark or however much it was. I don't actually think it was that much. Anyway, I get home, have a little slug. Not good.
a little slug-a-lug,
Not
as you
good.
like to say.
And I'm like to the old man, "Oh, can you just give this a try?" Has one sniff and goes, "Mate, that's cooking sake. That's not the drinking one."
There's difference. Oh, wow.
Yeah. He goes, "This one doesn't taste as good as like your actual drinking ones." He goes, "If you get a good drinking one, it's really good."
Well, thanks, Captain Hindsight. You know, can you tell him that?
Yeah.
Like, where were you when I needed you?
Thanks, mate.
You know?
Thanks. So yeah, don't get cooking sake. And the worst thing is
it labelled
this
different?
says here, I don't know, but I've got the box here next to me. The bottle's out in the kitchen. But it says the largest selling sake in the world, Japanese sake. And then it says here, distilled, or I don't know if it's DIST full stop. So I don't know if they're trying to say distilled or distributed in Surrey Hill, New South Wales.
I'd say just surely distributed, hopefully. All right. Well, I'm keeping on brand here. I've gone the Japanese beer. Do we pronounce it with the accent? Do I go into the
Sapporo?
Sapporo? I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
You still got that. You still got a bit of Italian mixed in there. Just
That's a footy. I don't know. I keep rolling the Anyway,
it's a real Italian.
oh.
It's a me. Oh.
And yeah, I've given a bit of a little sip while Dan was. So I've already had a few gulps while he was talking, and I'll just go again. No, it's good stuff. I mean, it says premium beer, so it's set itself a nice little high standard there. But I mean, the Japanese, mate, doing some alright stuff over there. I don't know what they're doing, but some quality beers.
They know what they're doing, don't they?
They do.
And they're hefty. How many standards? Tilt to me.
Tilt me.
Tilt me. Listening back to these, like, just post edits and that, my English is so bad. I can't speak, man.
Mate, you should hear, like, the unedited. Like, I cut out when we just start rambling for, like, 10, 15 minutes on end after we've had about 7 beers.
It's like when in Wolf of Wall Street, when he has, like, the Quaaludes and he has, like, dodgy ones. So he goes from having 1 to, like, having 8, and he's on the phone trying to... I think he might be speaking to his manager or something. He's like, you alright? He's just like... That's what I feel like I sound like. I just can't speak.
Yeah, it gets a bit messy for sure. And I've already rocked up here. I'm just setting the scene here. I've already had like 4 watching the footy because, of course, we'll get into it. That could have been a good transition, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not done talking about the beer. But they're all pale ales and stuff, of course, because my dad, you know how it is. And I was saving these for the show. Now, let me read you the little description here. Discover the perfectly balanced taste that is irresistible to all as you share rich moments with this masterpiece of the brewery's art. I mean, jeez.
Why is it that just the words that people use on their alcohol just...
Mate.
For alcoholics can't read, mate. They're so scat, they can't read.
It's so small as well, the text. I was struggling to read it, mate.
I'm just going through my alcohol bottles, and they're all going to make a liar out of me, aren't they?
Yeah, probably. Anyway, this one is apparently Japanese oldest beer as well. 1876. Big time stuff.
1876?
That's a good year for beer.
Not as old as 1738, is it?
Remy boy. Oh, he's done. Oh, no. He swigged it. Good. He swigged it. Oh, Jesus. All right. I think we've exhausted it. Have we exhausted it? Do you want to talk about anything else with the beer, or you're right with it?
No, so, how'd you get up to 4 beers, sorry? You said you already had 4 before the episode. What were you doing to do that?
The footy, mate. Just the fam watching, having a little barbecue as well. Just trying to make the best of these trying times.
So does this mean we're jumping into footy chats?
Footy chats.
Up there, Casale, in there and fight. Out there and Adam, show 'em your might. Up there, Casale, don't let 'em in. Fly like an angel, you're out there to win.
Boy, oh boy. The Bombers, mate.
Wow.
I'll jump in first because I'm going to say I'm a bit happier. Barely, but I'm a bit happier. And I feel like we can talk a bit more about Collingwood. So Essendon snuck it in.
Oh, boy, I've just seen the full-time score.
Oh, don't even reveal. Don't even tell me. I want you to tell me. I want you to say it. But the Bombers have got it done despite my my prediction. They barely snuck in by 3 points against a team that has lost now 11 games in a row.
0-8, mate. 0-8.
Yeah, fuck me. But, they got it done. Not a pretty performance. We're missing, big hitters. Big hitters. We're missing Stringer, Shield, Danaher, Orazio, and Hooker. And, of course, Laverde hurt himself in the game as well. So, I mean, down numbers. No excuse to be a piss-poor team. We should do it with Adelaide. But now we snuck in to... we're tied second now. We're 6th spot, tied second with a game in hand. But anyway, we got the job done. Not pretty at all. Good performances for the back line. Sard, impressive as always. I'm going to put it out there. A man to watch is... I can't remember his first name. But Ridley.
Adam?
No, not Sard. Sorry, another player. Ridley is like a halfbacker, and geez, he played well. He's looking good. Anyway, that's enough. Bombers sneak in for a victory. We've got a couple of tough games coming up, so who knows, mate. But anyway,
Jordan, isn't it? Jordan Ridley?
Yep.
Jordan Ridley?
The Riddler, as we like to call him in the biz. Anyway, Dan, just take a deep breath. And I'm going to play the West Coast song over while you're talking. Go.
Okay. So, final score on the AFL Live app. Mm-hmm. Collingwood, 5-6-36. Lost to Eagles, 13-2. Oh, no, hang on. It didn't update.
Still going, is it?
Hang on. No. Oh, it's updated. Jesus, it's updated.
Oh, no. Talk to me, Dan.
6-9-45 to Eagles, 18-3, 111.
Oh, how's the goal kicking by the Eagles, mate?
Is this the first time a game's gone over 100 points this season?
That's a good point. That's a good question. Do we look into it? Probably not. But it feels like it. I mean, they've all been really low scoring.
Yeah. Well, look, I've got to be honest with you. I was at work for the majority of this game.
Thank God you were, mate. You would have been upset.
I checked the scores a couple of times. Good old Timmy Palzer came in. Oh, no, Geelong scored 108 in round 2.
Okay. There you go.
But it's the first one since post-COVID. Absolute domination by West Coast from the looks of it.
Is Pendle's hurt, mate?
Yeah, Pendle's pulled out with tight quads.
Did you say Pendles? Or did I hear that wrong?
I probably did. Pendles.
I hope you did now, because, I mean, I could be a bit scat, but it sounded like you said Pentles. But anyway.
I probably did say I'd say Pendlebury. Pendlebury.
Dingleberries.
Pendlebury. We'll get into that later.
Topic, write that down. Write that down.
We? No, we won't.
No. It hits too close to home.
I'm looking at this, I don't know what you call it in footy, but in cricket, I think it's called the worm, where it shows who's
you nailed
the worm.
Yeah, the worm.
Mate, Collingwood
Your
first quarter and a half is just not domination, but setting the tone.
You're up.
And then Mount Everest just comes into play in the last 2 quarters.
Yeah.
This is disgusting. Although I've got to give a bit of a hands to the man known as, let me get it up here, Darcy Cameron for Collingwood. I've got to give it to him.
Good stuff.
Impressive.
Yeah.
Very impressive. He kicked a goal from outside 50 at one stage. Impressive. Very impressive.
Yeah, it's good.
My uni lecturers will be loving that because he's in my uni course. I shouldn't say uni. He's in my study.
Oh, no. Is that the sake hitting you?
Jesus.
The sake.
He's, not uni, but he's in my... Whatever. He's
what
in my
are
course.
you talking about?
Darcy Cameron's in my course, and they always go,
okay.
We've got Darcy Cameron, and I think the other bloke might be Tom Brown. I don't know who the other bloke is.
Sure.
And they just don't.
Really?
They just don't stop talking about him. They love him. They love him.
Of course they would, mate.
We'll keep it short and sweet because I just didn't get a chance to watch this game. Match report. Charging Eagles in top 4 after feasting on cold pies is the article.
Oh, mate, they love using that shit. Hot pies, cold pies.
Cold pies.
Eagles flying high.
Just disappointed.
Yeah.
Disappointed.
Now, let me say this. I've been seeing a lot of, if you look on betting sites and stuff like that, Collingwood premiership favourites for some reason. What's going on there?
Well, we can win games, but just, you can't win games in the first quarter. That's the thing.
A famous man once said, you can't win games in the first quarter, but Dan, you can lose them. You can lose them, mate. I mean, and you guys aren't doing that, but I'm just saying. That's a saying.
Yeah.
Bit
You can
irrelevant.
definitely lose in the first quarter.
Yeah.
But something that has been on my radar that I'm much happier about.
Oh. Boop.
Boop. NBA's back. Boop. Scrimmages is here.
Wait. Dan, is this our debut of NBA chats?
Is this basketball chats?
Basketball chats.
It's back. The scrimmages been quite interesting because I haven't been playing real hard, but
Nah.
it's
And I've been
getting
resting
good,
for
mate.
Man, I'm excited. What do you think of the look of it? Now, do you know if they're going to be playing on that court? Just that court?
Yes,
Or they're gonna have their own
pretty
ones?
sure. I'm pretty sure they're just going to be playing on that court there.
Yeah, very plain. Very plain.
Yeah, they've got more. I think that's just to help not have any like home court advantage. I don't know how that'd work, but I feel like that'd be the reason. I don't think it really matters who's home and away besides Orlando. They've got the home court advantage, but there's no crowd. Like, it doesn't really make
You
that
got the
much of a
Disney
difference.
logo on them and everything, mate. They're at home. But let me ask you this then. With basketball chats, what's your tip as a Clippers man, of course? I think I already know your answer. I mean, NBA champions, what do you think?
Obviously, as a Clippers man, I want to say Clippers. And I think we've shown that we can win this.
Yeah, you're definitely you're probably the favourites, I reckon, if I'm honest.
But I just think LeBron's just having this little extra break, mate. He's going to step up another level.
Dude, speaking of LeBron, now I had 7 News on the other day. My parents had it on, and I walk in, and they didn't even talk about the NBA, but they just had a whole thing talking about LeBron has grey in his beard. Wow. How's the report?
I'm starting to get grey in my mustache. I'm not sure if you can see it, but I've got like one grey hair, and I'm like trying to pluck it out.
Mate, you look distinguished. Looks good. So yeah, you going Clippers? Do you think anyone else might have a chance?
No, I'm going Lakers. Oh,
sorry, you're going Lakers. Wow.
I'm going Lakers in 5.
You were pretty certain before COVID that Clippers were going to get it done.
I was. But I think this break's helped LeBron's body just recover that little bit more for this second half, man.
That's a great point. I think there's only, 8 games and then we're into playoffs? Is that correct? I think I'm like that.
Yeah, something like that. It's short. But, like, you just look at the lineup. I mean, Caruso didn't have a good game today, but he's been playing well. I mean, you got Caruso coming off the bench. And Kuzma lit it up today. Love Kuzma.
Plus, you got your mates, J.R. Smith and Dion Waiters now.
Yeah.
That's quality.
They're stacked.
To me.
They're stacked. Yeah.
I mean, it can go either way. They're, you know what they're like?
I'll tell you what.
You go.
It's a very Golden State Warriors, like classic Golden State. Like very deep quality bench.
Really? It's because the criticism was before that they're not deep compared to the Clippers, which maybe was true before these couple of pickups they've had.
Yeah, but I think J.R. Smith and Dion Waiters has helped pump that a bit.
I mean, you look at Dion Waiters, I was going to say just quietly, him and Jared Dudley are having a battle for who can look the fattest on the court. Just putting that out there.
Yes, yeah.
Fuck it
up,
mate.
If you look at the Clippers, we've got Zubaks, Lou Will, Montreal Harrell, Pat Bev.
Wow.
Oh no, Pat Bev starts, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. Oh, he didn't play in the game I was watching, but I'm sure he'll be there. But I was going to say
Reggie Jackson's currently starting.
Just jumping in though with even if you just stick with Lou Williams and Montrezl Harrell, mate. I mean, Jesus. 2 6 men of the year contenders, some would say.
Yeah.
Most would say.
Speaking of Lou Will, did you hear about this morning?
I only saw the headline, but what was it about, though? What did he do? So you set it up.
Lou Will is being investigated for breaching COVID rules inside the Orlando bubble.
What does this mean?
Do you know what he did?
I didn't look, so I'm interested. Talk to me. Is it naughty?
Went to a gentleman's club.
Oh, it's not.
So, he's the sixth man on the court, but he's the wingman off the court.
Oh!
Ow! Saw that on a Facebook comment, and I 100% pinched that.
Should I cut that? No, we'll leave it. Gotta give credit, mate. Gotta give credit.
Yeah. Don't want to get that copyright.
That's good. Yeah, YouTube will pick us up, mate. No, that's good, man. I like that. But yeah, all right. As if you go to a... All right.
Yeah, you can't even get a lap dance in peace.
So you can leave...
I don't think he can leave. I think that's why he's being investigated.
Did he jump the fence or something? Like, how did he... I guess we'll find out. But, yeah. So what, you have to sneak out like high school days or something, I guess. Wow. Couldn't help himself. It always makes me interested, like... I don't know, mate. Maybe it's just me, but, like, surely when you're that loaded... And I know, obviously, this is a bubble situation, but those guys, they're always going to strip clubs and stuff. It's like, why are you paying for this stuff, man? Like, you guys...
can get it for free.
Just roll up anywhere. I'm sure.
Money for nothing, and is it chicks for free? I'm gonna go with that.
It is. Yeah. Money for nothing. Chicks for free. Yeah. But yeah, all right. I'll go with my prediction for NBA champions. Back onto what we're talking about.
Yes.
Do you think anyone in the East is even likely? You think Bucks? Nah. You're not backing them?
I think Raptors will make the finals.
Really? What about the Sixers? Ben Simmons shooting a three-pointer. But, I mean, I'd hope, for me, ideally, it's Lakers-Sixers finals. I mean, that'd be sick. But
that would be nice.
I mean, I don't know if the 76ers can do it. They have the cattle, mate. If you want to talk about I wouldn't be wearing my
LeBron jersey. I would be wearing my Ben Simmons for that. I'd be back in the 76ers.
I love LeBron, but I feel like you're an Aussie, right? You have to. I think you have to go with Ben. Imagine if Ben can be the best player on that team somehow and win against LeBron. Like, that's huge.
Yeah.
At such a young age. But anyway.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I think
MVP,
Lakers too,
who you got?
by the way.
MVP, who you got?
It's really a two-horse race, isn't it? With Giannis and LeBron.
Yeah.
And boy, do I want LeBron to win it so badly.
I want LeBron. I really do.
He'll be the oldest MVP? Is that the oldest MVP ever?
Yeah, I think he's past MJ now. Was MJ the oldest MVP?
I think it was your mate Karl Malone.
Why is he my mate?
I don't know, mate. I just enjoy saying that to
Why?
people.
Wait, is it my mate because he goes for little kids? Is that what you're going for?
Mate, I was going
I knew you were going for that.
Allegedly, bro. Allegedly. I was going to weave it in, but yeah.
Allegedly,
They've swept that under the rug just quietly, haven't they?
Yeah.
Karl
Just like
Malone.
to sweep the little kids under the rug.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know either, but big IQ team. Big IQ
brain.
team.
Big brain tings.
I don't know if mixing my drinks is good for me, but we'll see how we go. Defensive player of the year. Who you got?
Jeez.
I've got a gutsy call.
So who's in contention? Probably Anthony Davis, maybe. Was it Kawhi? Even Giannis? Sorry, go.
Okay,
What's
maybe
your
I
call?
don't have such a gutsy call. I'm backing in the claw here. I'm backing in the claw. Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah. Okay. Has he won one before? God, we're so uneducated.
I
feel like he
don't
has,
know
but
if
I don't know.
has. I feel like he's won every other... I'm going to look it up now. I feel like he's won everything other than that.
You know what might be? Look that up. But yeah, I don't know, to be honest. I don't really give a fuck about defensive player of the year. Maybe Anthony Davis. I don't know. He's doing pretty well. But...
all defensive rookie
Yep.
team, all-star MVP, block of the year fan award, MVP finals, defensive player of the year twice.
Wow. Okay. So there you go. So yeah, it's
2015,
definitely
2016.
his
So
grasp.
back in the Spurs days.
Spurs days. Yeah. That's crazy, bro. That's twice. Wow, that's heaps. That's a lot. Yeah, I don't know, to be honest. I'm a bit ambivalent towards it. But I reckon more of a conversation is Rookie of the Year now. Zion or Ja Morant? What are you thinking?
Ja, 100% Ja. If you're going to say Zion, I'm going to hang up this phone and stop this podcast. Are you serious?
I want Zion to win. What if in these 8 games...
Are you
What if in
serious?
these 8 games he can continue what he was doing in the regular season?
Dude, he's played half a season.
Not even. It'd be like
Yeah,
30
exactly.
games. It'd be like
Ja
30.
has played consistently all season. Hasn't had any of the hype Zion has. Ja's played how many games, and he's not even close to being the cover of 2K. And Zion is after what, 10 games?
Yeah, I think it's high teens. It's close enough, yeah.
I want to see him last a full season first. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, right. I'll be happy with Ja Morant winning, to be honest. I love the way he plays, I must say.
Yeah.
But I think Zion is a better player, which is controversial maybe. But, yeah, okay, fine. We'll go with Ja Morant. I'd buy with that. I'm vibing with that. That's fine with me. Is there anything else you want to talk about with the NBA?
Not really.
Not really?
I'm just keen for it to start.
Yeah, no. I know. That first
350
game,
back.
what is it? Clippers? I think it's Clippers Lakers?
I think so, yeah.
That's big. That is big time. That is huge.
Okay. Alright, so let's just jump across then. What have we started? What have we finished?
Yeah, what we doing?
You go first, because I'll transition into the next
Yeah,
bit.
you got the real meat and potatoes here.
Yeah.
I've been chipping away at Ghost of Tsushima, the video game, which we'll get into momentarily. We're going to do a bit of a review, but I have not finished it, unfortunately. I have been slogging away at... I love it, but I've been slogging away at it. But what else have I been doing? Well, I watched The Empire Strikes Back, obviously. We'll get into that in another separate bit. Actually, should we talk about that? Should we talk about how we're going to structure this episode? We should have said that at the start, actually. Anyway, we can talk about it later. But
yeah.
we're gonna structure this a bit.
We'll put in the start. We'll put in the start of the Empire Strikes Back review. I reckon.
Dude, fuck, I don't think I've been doing anything. I've just been editing shit for this. So I don't know. Watching NBA and football, really. Only sport. Just stuff I can watch in the background. We'll jump into you, mate. You get into what you want to talk about. Go.
So I haven't done too much this week.
Sure.
Because I've only been playing Ghost of Tsushima. But before I get into that, I've just... what did I watch this week?
What did you watch?
Dad and I sat down and watched Jim Jeffries' new comedy special on Netflix. Oh boy.
Do you like Jim?
I don't mind him here and there. He has some really good shows and some really bad ones, you know what I mean?
I'm glad you said that.
And he's
Dan,
one,
'cause I agree.
he's one of those comedians that you know, he can just like he knows where the boundary is, but sometimes he just oversteps it just to where it's not funny.
Yeah, I know. And
Like,
it's
I'm
weird.
someone with a very dark sense of humor, and like I like things I find things funny that I really shouldn't find funny. So when I start to feel uncomfortable, that's when I'm a bit, oh boy, this is not good.
Yeah. I agree. I've seen clips of some of his shows that I've quite liked on YouTube,
Yeah.
wherever, Facebook, but yeah, I've tried to sit down and watch like a whole thing, and it's kind of like it's kind of gross, you know?
Yeah, there's a couple of. I'll have to look up which ones it is. There's a couple of good ones.
But, it's just,
But this one wasn't
yeah.
actually too bad. It was pretty
Nah.
funny.
I just find him, I don't know. He's like, oh yeah, this is gross. Is this funny? Anyway, there you go.
Yeah. I'm someone who finds like fart jokes and poo jokes funny.
Beep, beep, boop, boop,
So he was
check.
telling this story about how he was on a date and he's lactose intolerant. And at the end, I'm like wheezing of laughter.
Oh no.
And like I'm crying and Dad's sitting there like having a bit of a giggle, but I couldn't breathe. So yeah, that was pretty good. And then I was meant to sit down and watch Empire Strikes Back with Dad last night. But Mum didn't want to be... we were worried that Mum was feeling a bit left out because we watched Jim Jeffries the night before. So instead, we've got Amazon Prime, so we watched Ink Master, which is one of my favourite reality TV... only reality TV show that I like.
Is this the tattoo one?
Yeah, grouse.
Oh yeah.
So we started watching season 2 because Tattoo Baby's in it. I'm not sure if you've ever seen her before. She's one of those ones, like, she's not my type whatsoever, but she's not bad, not bad.
You're vibing it. What's her name? I'm gonna
Big
look it up.
vibes. Tattoo Baby, but spelled Tatu.
Oh, here we go. Whoa, jeez.
Yeah, see, not normally my type, right?
Yeah, I mean, she looks.
She's not
she
the
looks
blonde
a bit,
hair,
bit rough
hips.
around the edges, mate. If you know what I'm saying. As in
It's
terms
not the
of
normal
just,
blonde hair, hips, Doc Martens, nose pierce, is it?
she looks like she could choke you out. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know why I'm vibing it, but I am.
Yeah.
And I've started Horizon Zero Dawn.
Oh, how far? How long have you been playing for? And what are your thoughts?
Maybe 2 hours, maybe 2-3 hours.
And what
Not
are
a
you-
lot,
what are you
but
vibing?
I'm thoroughly enjoying it.
Nice, bro.
I'm enjoying it. Also downloaded Ark Survival Evolved, I think it's called. Mm-hmm. I think it's meant to be something like a little bit like The Forest or one of those kind of games. So I kind of want to get into that.
Yeah, it seems from what I've seen only on YouTube videos and stuff, like it's a survival game. Obviously, Ark Survival, but it's like, you know, you build shit, you craft and stuff, blah, 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 blah. Seems pretty cool.
Yeah.
Multiplayer game.
And dinosaurs. All right, so let's get into
And dinosaurs.
the big one. I've done it. I finished the main story of Ghost of Tsushima.
A Ghost of Tsushima review.
I finished it. Now, I just want to add really quickly.
Yeah.
One of my friends, Michael, platinumed it. Already platinumed
Mike. Love your work.
it. Loves it. He's like a big Japanese guy. He loves it.
Is he
Loves it.
actually a
His
big
girlfriend-
Japanese guy, like literally, or is he just a big fan of
No,
Japanese?
no, no.
Is he Yao Ming? He's not
No,
Japanese.
he's
Oh, no,
I think
Alex.
I think he's like Japanese Italian, I think.
Oh my goodness.
No, like top bloke anyway. Yeah, he's platinum. He
Wow.
loved it. Loved it.
Yeah.
It's real his kind of vibe. You know
Nice.
what I mean? Like, you know, everyone's got like their own game. There's a bit of their vibe. It's like for me, Last of Us Part 2 was real my kind of style game.
Yeah, you love a more linear, story-driven
Yeah.
game, but not too linear, but a bit of openness.
Where
So-
Red Dead's more your open world, slow, gritty.
Yeah, I mean, I think Red Dead is pretty story-focused if you want it to be, but let's not get into it.
Yeah, okay, so it goes to
Give me
Tsushima.
Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah.
Man.
Unpack it
This
for me.
game, it's a roller coaster. Starts off really strong. Mm-hmm. Because it's like that linear kind of story, and then it dumps you into that open world, and the story kind of slows down a bit. Mm-hmm. But you get about halfway to Act 2, mate, straight back up.
Wow.
And keeps going up. It's
Yeah,
honestly
okay.
fantastic.
Wow.
This game is so beautiful.
Dude,
I've
yeah, it
never
is.
spent so much time in a photo mode as I have with this game.
Yeah, that's big. That's
The only
big.
other game I've spent as much time in, or a little bit less time, would have been God of War.
Also beautiful. Yeah. PlayStation exclusives,
But even
mate.
Last of Us Part 2, I didn't do a lot of photo mode, but I did play with it around a bit. But yeah, God of War and this
Yeah,
game, Ghost, is just fantastic.
It does
Once you
look
get
great,
used to the
dude.
combat and the stances,
Yep.
now that's a big thing. People are like, oh, it's a real blocking, evading game like Fallen Order. But once you learn these stances, man, I don't think I blocked or parried at all until the final boss.
It's you haven't blocked or parried. What are you doing?
Well, if you use your stances correctly and dodge, you don't need to block or parry at all.
Okay, so you're dodging. Yeah, okay. Sorry. I was like, I thought you
just
weren't even
standing still
dodging.
copping.
I thought I was like, wow, I'm playing this
Stand
wrong,
still.
man.
My intestines are just hanging out, but my wind stance is just...
You're just bow and arrowing people. But yeah. I totally agree, man. Totally agree. So fun to just... The combat's great. We touched on it a little bit last episode, but yeah, it's just great, man. I'm really getting caught up in doing every little thing. I'm on that first island. I've done everything on there, and
Serious?
it's I just love doing that stuff. I guess I didn't think I was that type of player, but maybe it's just that this game has locked me in, and I really like how it's like seeing the progression of, you know what it is. It feels like it's a bit of a Batman game, to be honest with you. In terms of...
You feel yourself going from Bruce Wayne into the Dark Knight? Is that what you're going for?
Yeah, I'm early in the story, but I can see obviously where this is going. And don't say anything, but he's supposed to be a samurai warrior facing, with honor and sort of stuff. But, he's progressing and he's sort of breaking the rules. Yeah.
I didn't really play much of the Ghost way.
No stealth?
There's two options. You can play as an honourable samurai and you
I mean, you have to stealth a little bit. They force you out early to do it.
But yeah, you get to choose.
Most of the time, yeah.
And a cool little feature, depending on the way you play, will change the way the weather is.
Really?
So if you play the story more ghost,
Samurai.
assassination kind of style, stealthy, you get a lot more storms and thunder, and it's a lot darker.
No. This is not good for me.
You're leaning towards the dark side.
This is not
which
good
is
for
crazy.
me. Oh, no.
Crazy. And I didn't play a lot in that assassination, and there's a couple of times there's a little bit like when you do a certain amount of assassination things, something happens.
Okay.
And then there's
yeah.
one
all
point in
all
the story.
Don't even say it. Just don't.
No. This is different. It's different.
Sure.
But then there's one point in the story where it just assumes you've gone the ghost direction.
Yeah.
So that was a little bit janky for me because I didn't play that ghost. I wanted to play traditional.
I know,
samurai
but the
style.
thing is, you've already at the start of the game through the tutorials, they make you do some stealthy shit, right?
Yeah.
They make you.
But
So
then-
I mean, is that the excuse then to be like, well, you did it a little bit,
Yeah.
so you
no,
can't.
because when you do it more, you get a different cutscene later on.
Yeah, okay. I can't even speak to it. I don't know why I'm arguing. I don't even know what you're talking about.
It's like say for example,
No,
say you
don't.
do like
I understand what you're
no.
saying. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah. So if you do 5 assassinations, you get another cutscene later on in the game.
I understand. I've been doing a mix of it, but I'm definitely. I try to like
Loving the
thin out
ghost
the
style.
herd with the assassinations, and then I start hammering into them.
Okay, yeah.
But
So it's-
yeah, loving it, man. Loving it so
that
far.
story is so. Once you get past that drop, because as I said to you, I was really struggling at one stage.
I'm just about to. I'm a little bit into Act 2.
Great and rich story, and once you get in, you're in.
Mm-hmm.
And the side mission, I've started doing some of the side missions as well before I jumped to Horizon. And one of my mates, Cal, had finished it, and once I finished the story, I said, "Dude, how great was that story? I did this, this, and this." He's like, "I did that, that, and that," and he just goes, "Oh, how about when this happens?" But it was a side mission that I hadn't done yet.
And you're excited.
Spoilt it.
I spoilt it. Oh, that's upsetting. That is
He's like,
upsetting.
"Dude, I'm so sorry." And apparently he's notorious for spoiling things on accident.
Bit of a Sam Wilson.
No, it's okay. It's a side story. I'm not too fast. It
Sure.
happens.
Sure, yeah.
If I had been the main story, I would have been like, "Bro,
Good for you. You're the bigger person,
yeah."
Good for you.
And this is the guy that had Last of Us Part 2 spoiled for him and still enjoyed it.
As in you or him?
Cal had it spoiled
did.
for him. He
Yeah,
knew the
yeah,
spoilers.
okay.
Yeah,
He's 6 man, mate. He's a magnet for these spoilers by the sounds of it.
he is. Yeah.
But so you're really digging it. You're loving it. So I've done way more of the side missions than the main story at the moment. And they're pretty short. I mean, some of them have layers to them, from what I can tell. But I'm really excited. I'm in that lull. I've the most recent story stuff. So I've only you beat that first boss.
That is probably
area.
right at the start, the first couple of hours, maybe 4 or 5 hours of Act 2. I
Low?
should say 4 or 5 hours. But that's how long. Yeah, it's pretty low, but it picks up, man.
And then it gets up. Yeah, I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
What else does it say? It's
And
beautiful.
Just take your headset off for 2 seconds.
All right, no, it's all right.
I'll give you a
Let's
thumbs
just
up.
do this. Let's do this now. So you can just, I don't know how we're going to do it. How you gonna just
Take your
message
head.
me.
I'll wave to you on the camera.
All right, yeah. This is Dan's sealed section. Spoiler. If you're
Sealed
if you're
spoiler.
playing this game, skip forward a couple minutes. Go. Give me a wave when you're done.
All right, cool. So, this game, towards the end there, you're taking over the Khotun Khan. You're going for his base, and you're killing all his assassins and all his Mongols. Sorry, I should say. And it gets to a stage where you develop this poison that can kill the Mongols, and it makes them vomit and cough up blood and stuff. Alex is standing there T-posing. I'm trying not to laugh. And yeah, you go and raid his base, and you fill up all their sake drums full of this poison. But after a couple of his guys died, he learned how to make the poison, and he made enough to wipe out all of Japan. And so you go against your master's wishes, which is Lord. Why can't I remember it? Sakai, not Lord Sakai. Shimura, Lord Shimura, and you go against his wishes, and he pretty much says, "You're my son," and he goes, "Well, I'm not anymore." And you save everyone, but at the cost of being banished by the samurai code and the shogun. So you're now a wanted man. You got a hit on you pretty much, and you kill Khotun Khan. Great duel, that was fantastic. But it just gets that little bit better when after the game you meet up with Lord Shimura, Shimura, your uncle. You're talking, and he goes, "I have to kill you." And so you have to fight him, and then once you get him down to the low health. Which, by the way, the most beautiful jewel you ever see. The leaves and everything, that's beautiful. The sound, the music behind it, mesmerizing. And this fight just looks beautiful. You fight where you used to train when you were a little kid. And it's absolutely phenomenal. And then you get to, when you kill him, the point, and you get to choose between how you want to finish him off. You can either give him an honorable death, like a samurai, and kill him, or you can let him live. I personally chose to let him I personally chose to kill him because I wanted to keep that samurai way, and he was appreciative that I did that because it was honorable, and I showed he's my father figure, and that we are together kind of thing. And although I had to do some things to lose my samurai or go against samurai code, I'm still at heart a samurai, and he really appreciated that. And I kill him. It's real sad, but that's it. That's the end. So fantastic. I'm going to wave Alex in now. Beautiful game. Couldn't recommend it enough. Alex, come on back in. Oh, he hasn't got his headset on yet. Come in. I'm in. Come in. You're there, Alex. You're there.
Okay. I just
Welcome
realised.
back.
I'm going to have to edit that somehow.
Yeah.
I'll
see you that midway through the conversation. I'm talking to myself. I'm like, Alex, I have to edit this. You're going to have to finish this tonight, bro.
It's all right. Wow.
Just grind out the story. You're going to have to. So let me just talk about what's happening at work real quick. So with the new lockdowns, we have to wear masks, or Victorians must wear masks.
Yeah, so talk to me. This is the update from last episode, because we were just touching the surface of this.
Yes.
Now let's crack it and get into it. Talk to me.
Yeah, so masks
What's
now.
the vibe?
All times. It's hard. It's difficult. I'm going to be honest, but you get used to it. You have to set it on your nose and whatnot. But once it's on, I was fine with it. It took me maybe a couple of hours that first shift. I really didn't like it, but I kind of just told myself I got to get over it because it's going to be like this for a fair while.
Yeah, it's interesting stuff, isn't it? Yeah.
But I tell you what, though, the girls just struggling. They're
What do you
right
mean?
here and whinge and whine, man.
Oh, mate, typical. Typical.
You know what? Here we go. Name drops. Here we go.
Oh, no.
Jem,
Oh,
Tay,
oh, no.
Kel,
Oh,
Ebs.
no.
All four of yous
Oh, no.
cannot
no.
stop.
No.
I hate it. I hate it. You don't think we all don't hate it? Come on, girls. Come on.
Oh, no. Yeah, we
Kel's
love
like,
it.
I can't breathe. I'm like, Kel, come on, mate.
Jeez.
It's not that bad.
Jeez. How are you going, actually? How are you traveling?
I'm about to crack open my third.
Third 500 mil. Well, I'm behind then. I am. Well, I've already had 4 before. I'm talking about just on the pod. I'm behind.
You know, and good thing is everyone at work's wearing masks, like even customers.
Yeah, I'm gonna say a couple times I've left the house. It's actually good to see people get behind it.
And everyone's wearing masks, and less people are coming out, and I believe that's because they don't want to wear the masks.
Facts.
Now,
I don't want to
let me just grab my beer before I get into the hot take.
Now, this is something I'm excited for, listener. He's just walking now. He's grabbing another beer. All I've seen here on our little run sheet here that we have is Dan saying, hot take. DPs. Take. DPs. Take. I'm excited.
Yeah,
You wouldn't tell me. We're on the same journey together here, listener.
When this happened,
Yep.
I messaged Alex so angrily. What did I message him? Let's have a look.
You said you were pacing, and you sent me a video of you.
I sent a video, yeah. I'm like, and you're not serious when I start pacing. So this bloke comes into work, not wearing a mask.
Wow. Okay.
Can't kick him out, do anything. So I serve him. Whatever. Fine.
Yeah, all right. So yeah, what are you supposed to do there? What did
We can't do anything because we're not police, apparently.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Continue.
Seemed alright. You know what I mean? Now I've thought about. I got to just put this out here. I've thought about how I'm going to say this so many times over the last 2 days, and I can't find a way to say it without it sounding like I'm jealous.
Oh no.
So I just want to make that clear. And I'm jealous, but not for the reasons that it's going to come out as.
Wow. So listener, stop judging, would you, for once?
Just hear me out.
Please.
So he buys a pair of shoes and a watch, and he's like this Pommy exchange student, this English exchange student, or whatever. He's like, oh, do you do student discount, whatever, la da da. He had this accent. About 10 minutes later, he comes back in.
He's a fucking foreigner.
Comes
Get
back
him
in.
out. Yeah.
Oh boy, you're gonna have to cut that out.
Nah, mate. It's a joke.
Yes,
it's a joke.
please.
Hey, we're foreigners, mate. Sort of. Yeah.
Comes back in to return the watch.
Wow.
And so obviously when we have a refund, we have to get their details.
Yep.
And so Ebbs is up on the register.
Shout out to Ebbs.
And she's getting all their details. And she's like, oh, phone number. He's like, oh, you can keep that for later if you like.
Wow. Okay, yeah, keep going. I'm in now.
And then there was some other stuff that was said that I can't say because I don't know the exact quote. So I don't want to. I don't want to get it wrong.
Hold on. So you were jealous. So are you telling me, where does this go?
Yeah. See now, I'm not jealous for the reason you're thinking of.
Should you have said Ebony?
Oh, it's fine. I don't care. I'm not exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm not jealous because he's like for her number. I'm jealous because she got all flustered and whatnot. But if I was to do that to someone, I called a waitress darling once on accident at Pancake Parlour, and no one's ever let it down.
To be fair,
but this bloke says all this, and he gets away with it, and she gets all red and flustered. It's like, oh, he's made my day. But if I did that, I'd have the police on my door with a warrant. And I'm sick of it. Because he's got an accent, he gets away with that. If I did that, in all good intention, I didn't even mean to call the waitress at Pancake Parlour darling. And I did it on accident. I'm angry, I'm mad, and no matter how many times I thought about this, I can't stop thinking about it. And it ticked me off all day yesterday. I'm shaking. I'm so mad.
I like this. Dan, you fired up is good. This is good stuff.
And as I said, I'm not jealous for the reason that he's like, oh, Ebony, keeping it. Because I don't care.
You're
She's got a
upset
boyfriend,
because
right?
if you did it.
I'm the pest of the store. And I get away with it. He's coming into my territory, pesting it on up in my pest territory.
Dan. Oh, God. Dan. Oh, God. Let me say this about the waitress. To be fair, she didn't, she wasn't, I don't think
she didn't even react.
No,
she didn't react.
It was the guys and girls that were there.
And Soph. No, it wasn't guys. It was just you and Soph.
Specifically me and, okay, fine. Sophie. Fine.
You know what, Sophie, I'm coming.
A lot of, I was taken aback. I was actually more taken aback than the waitress.
Into laughter and embarrassed me, and I just couldn't stop saying sorry.
The waitress.
And she goes, she's like, okay, thank you. I'm like, yeah, thanks, darling. That's it.
Come on.
And Sophie and you just start pissing yourselves laughing.
Back me up here, listener. Right into the show. tell Dan.
I
in today's
agree.
climate-
I agree. It's not okay to say. This is what I'm
No, it
saying.
actually is. No, it is. But it's
No,
just
but
funny.
like
It's funny.
it's creepy.
funny.
It's creepy, right? I understand. I didn't mean to say it. It just kind of came out. But
You know
this
what
bloke
would've been- it
purposely
would've been
said
alright
this
if you were
and
about
got
60
away
years
with
older.
it. No,
Yeah.
I don't ever want to hear it. Right? He said that and got away with it. It's just like, oh, he's made my day. He's made me all flustered and red and la da da. No.
Do we test this out, Dan, for the show? Let's take you to another Rebel store, and we'll just roll the dice.
No, it's just like, oh, it's because it's the accent. No.
It's true. Dan, this is true.
I know it's true, but it's unfair. All right, because if I seriously,
It's not. If we go to another
seriously,
country, mate,
if I did that,
we'd be those guys.
no, but I'm telling you, if I did that, I would have a warrant for my arrest.
Nah, you wouldn't. You're a good-looking dude. What are you talking about? Listener, right in. Dan's a good-looking dude, isn't he? Help me out.
Oh, I'm
Mitch
sorry,
Taylor,
'cause
right
it just,
in.
It just, no
Tell me
matter how
tell me how
much
good-looking he is.
I think about this day and night,
Yeah.
if
and
and he just got away with murder.
Yeah. Murder on the dance floor. But what happened with, so you can get the number for later.
Yeah, and then he said something else, like asking where she's from, if she's from the area.
What did he say? What did she say back? She's just flustered.
I don't know.
panicked.
In all honesty, I just got so angry, I didn't even hear her response. I didn't talk to her for the rest of the day. That's how mad I was at
That's
the
a
two of them.
classic. That's a classic Daniel move. Just the cold shoulder, mate. Just shuts you out.
But I'm not mad at her.
This is good, man. This is what I wanted. This is what I needed. This is what this episode needed.
And I was so mad, it ruined my whole day. And I came home. And Mum's like, "You alright? You seem a bit flat." I go, "No, I'm alright. Just, work's work." She's like, "Something's happened at work. What happened?" I'm like,
No,
"No."
Dan
She's like,
Paradise.
"No, Dan, come on. I'm your mother. Like, I know when something's up."
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, you know how, because I'm an Aussie cricket fan, there's not a lot of love lost.
It's not a lot of love. It's not a lot of love.
Yeah, there's not a lot of love for the for English cricketers and like the English fans. Well, this bloke just ticked all the boxes, didn't he?
Yeah. I actually thought you were going to go another way then, but yeah. I hear you.
Yeah,
Bro.
and he really remembered why I enjoyed this.
There it is.
5-0 whitewash, mate. Do you want my number? Here, 5-0.
He's holding up the DVD. The
My
earned
number
returns.
is 50-2013-14 MJ. Mitchell Johnson is where I live.
Yeah.
Or come find me at the Wacker.
You know where Mitchell Johnson lives, mate? He lives in the minds of all English cricketers, mate. That's right. He owns your fucking heads, mate. How about I break your fucking
3
arm?
discs of pure domination.
Yep.
That's all I got for you.
So clearly this hasn't affected you. You seem to have been, just moved on. You've taken it in stride. You're the bigger man. Oh,
Thank you
wow.
for
That was good. That was really good. I'm trying to think, do I have any other questions about this? I'm unpacking it mentally right now. This is good stuff. Nah, I think that's it. That's good. That's good, Dan. I like what you're doing.
Oh, God.
I mean, jeez. Just take a breath. Can I have a sip of your beer? Have a sip. I'll have a sip with you. Come on. Oh, he's had a big sip.
I've nearly
He's
finished
had a
that
mighty
can.
big sip. Is
nearly
that your
finished that
third?
can.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
That's really set him off, boys and girls. We're going to have a name for the fans of this show. That's really set him off, lads. I don't know.
We need
That's a bit
something.
cringe.
We need like the Beliebers, but of 10 beers deep.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The beers. The beer boys. The beeries. The alcoholics.
It's all the alcoholics.
Yeah,
What's
we
up
still
with
have fans of alcoholics, maybe. Dan, that was a great hot take, I must say. One of the best hot takes so far on this show. If not the best, I reckon, actually.
I think that might be an actual hot take.
You were fired up. I could feel it. I could feel the intensity through the Discord. Now.
And I thought about it all today as well. That's the worst thing.
Yeah.
I just
And
couldn't
you know
stop
what?
thinking about it.
It's built up. You're blue balls in yourself, and here it is. You let it out, and I appreciate you doing that.
But as I said, I'm not jealous for the reason that he did that. I'm jealous
Yeah.
because he got away with it. Alright, so let's get into Sesh Stories.
Let's do it!
This one is a bit of a mix of me and Alex in the one situation.
I don't like when you... Oh.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Some
If you're a
people are
family
like
member of mine, can you
some
please
people
tune
like
out?
DP. Yeah, it's okay. Like DP, you used to be so confident. Why are you not so confident? Is what you used to be.
Who says that?
I'll tell you why. No one, but I'm just using it for the story.
People always saying this. Who says that? No one, mate. No one says
Always.
that.
Now, so
that was good time.
this is, I think it was last year, around the time I went to US. About this time last year, I was coming a lot to the basketball games. I was starting to get really close with like the youth girls, youth guys kind of thing.
Yeah.
And we all went to the Sench one night.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why I don't shoot my shot anymore was much as I used to.
Oh no.
And so I
Go. So you take it.
I messaged this person, and I was like, "Hey, I'm not dropping names. I'm like, hey, so I'm sitting here at the Sench. All the others are here, but you. Where you at? Sad face or like a blunt face, something like that. I don't remember.
I mean, golden stuff there. You put the hard works in.
Yeah.
Hard work in there.
As we know, I don't shoot my shot often.
And this was a real. I'm not gonna lie to you. Of course, the sober minds did not prevail in this moment. We're very lit. We're all the lads and ladettes.
This has been built up for a while too.
And post game as well. Probably had a win, so we're all hyped, right? And then,
actually, no, this is a Friday night. I don't think there was a game yet. I thought we had a bye, or the game was on Sunday.
Maybe it was a pre-game. But anyway, go.
So no reply. Whatever.
Like, if you were sober, I'm just saying, if you were sober, mate, this is probably not a decision you would make. Yeah, this is a real, like...
And it gets better. And this just shows the test of our friendship. So Alex knew about it.
Okay, I don't like what you're saying here, but alright.
Yeah. Not a couple of months later, we're at Empire.
You know what, Dan? We discussed not...
Yeah, no, it's okay. Remember we said some things will stay with the boys. I went home early, as I normally do when I go out clubbing.
He does. He's a good boy. If to the ladies listening, if you wanted a good boy, this is the man.
Yeah.
And you do.
I would be so whipped, it wouldn't even be funny. That's why I like making fun of whipped people.
Dan, you can't say that.
Oh, I know. I'd be a bad boy doing good things. Anyway, I get a call from Alex the next morning. Bro, you're not going to believe it. Hey, man, no, what's up? Oh, I was hooking up with some bird last night. I'm like, oh, really, mate? Who? He says the name of the person that I shot my shot with.
This is why I didn't want
months prior.
Dan, all right.
You know what?
To get into these type of stories.
No,
this
is
you've
good.
stitched me up.
This is good quality here. Because you know why? I could have easily turned around and be like, you flog. How dare you?
To be fair, I think before this, you said it was you said it was fine. By the way, listener.
Yeah, I think I did because I was like, well, she's left me on red. It's nothing's happening here. But I didn't want to add that in. I wanted to make you sound like...
Listener, I want you to understand that I understand this is a douchebag move on my behalf.
I just wanted you to sound like a dick for once. You're always so high and mighty, and I want to bring you back down.
Yeah. I'm always high and mighty? Come on. God, turn it up, mate. That's fucking bullshit, bro.
Imagine that. Your best mate messages a bird.
Get off.
You hook up with him a couple of months later. If that's not next level.
Couple months! Exactly. Oh, mate. Alright, we can't get into details here, but this is not... I can't
this was a recurring event too. This is recurring.
Okay, whatever.
And I'm gonna just do a mic drop here. This could be a bit loud, but
that was loud.
Okay. Have you got a Sesh story to complement that? Because I was gonna say,
I want to do one that fucks you over now because you kind of
no matter how much, no matter what happens. How much we piss each other off, we're always still together. We're always with each other.
Dan, and the thing is, if Dan said to me in this moment that he hated me, I would understand. I would understand.
And I can't really talk because if he wants to reverse the roles, there was one night at the Sench where I'm not sure if you want to discuss this one, where Alex was it was one of his ex-flings, and they were a bit all over me. To get at Alex, to make Alex jealous.
Jesus, nah, we can't do... Dan, pull the plug, mate. Pull the plug. What are you doing?
And let me just say, I was like,
No!
Alex, can I have a cracky? And he's like, yeah, dude, go for it. Little did I know, he did not mean yes. He was just saying yes. And he held it against me for so long. He held it in. He held it in, and he was so mad. He was so mad. And then he let it out, and he ripped me to shreds.
Now, listener. I did. Now, listener, I'm not denying any of that. All I'm saying is there's more to it, and we're not going to.
But we can't get into
it at all. We're not going to even scratch the surface. That's all
you know what we've done. You got a little sprinkle of salt, but you ain't getting the steak dinner, mate.
I just want you to know that our friendship prevails, of course, always. Bros before hoes.
I don't know how. There's a couple of times where we just it was not looking good.
What do you mean? I never thought that. I thought we thought we'd be alright. Oh no, listener. Is this where we end? Is this the end of 10 Beers Deep? This is the end. Episode 6 and we're done. But look, our friendship, the point is, I want to go back and just say that these two situations are not on the same level, by the way. Dan did not know the girl that he was messaging, by the way. He just fucking shot that out of nowhere. He was shotgun blasting.
I'm just Kyle Kuzma. Just Kyle Kuzma with a Puma Sky Moderns. You know how it is.
Yeah. You know what it is? If you're playing like the 2K, like you're playing Park on 2K, he just shot it from like 5 courts over and was just like, yeah, this is going to go well. He didn't know it at all. He just threw it. And you know what? It was a Hail Mary. Listener, it was a Hail Mary.
I think we even called it a Hail Mary at the time.
Yeah, we did.
We may have.
But we said, you know what if this is the classic drunk move. We said it's a Hail Mary. But we're like, but what if, bro? But what if it lands?
It did not.
Anyway, and the other one was not, but let's not get into it. All right. No more Sesh Stories today, boys. Jesus Christ. We didn't want to get into Sesh Stories, and Dan's just totally thrown that out the window. Anyway.
I was thinking about it at work today, and I was primed and ready to drop it.
Fuck, Jesus. All right, well, now, you know what? I'm going to think of one for next week.
Okay. Well,
a nice spicy one for you. All right? Anyway. Okay. We're on to shoutouts, Dan. Now.
This, so on my Instagram story, I've tracked a bit of attention from a couple, or my Instagram attracts some celebrities, apparently.
It does.
From Chris Gale to a couple of some big names. Now, this person, he's the music producer for one of my all-time favorite Juice WRLD songs, Danny Wolf. Produced Demon Love, which is an unreleased song of Juice WRLD's, and is fantastic. I play it so much. It's all I played over like summer when it was really hot.
Yeah.
Crazy song. He's checked out our story. I think he may have even clicked the link at one stage. And I just want to say a big thank you to Danny. Thank you for checking us out, mate. I don't know if you're actually listening. We appreciate you for clicking on. You're crazy.
The thing is with that, once Dan showed me that, I said, well, did you tag like Juice WRLD in it or something? No.
This is the episode after Juice WRLD.
So
this could be a recurring visit.
This could be a recurring visit. Maybe you listen to it.
We also had another rapper, Real King Myers. He's checked us out as well. He's done a little collab. Oh Jesus.
Yep, collab.
I was about to say co-op. A collab with DaBaby,
the rapper of 2019.
And I've also just seen join at Real King Myers on OnlyFans. He has an OnlyFans, boys. He's done what we all wish we could do. Give him the clap. He's done it.
I mean, jeez. Respect to him. But are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Yeah, we might have to, mate.
At this point. Actually, you know what? I'll do a shout out. This week has been the birthday of good sister of the show, Kate Bazzacchini. So I just want to do a quick shout out here. We'll have a quick sit for her. Hey.
Yes. Happy birthday.
Cheers to that.
Give us a bit of a clink, Alex. Bit of a clink.
I just cheersed it with my phone. It was her big 21st birthday. Wow, and what a party, Dan.
21, 2-1.
What a party.
It was.
A night to
Great
remember.
time. I wasn't even there.
No one was, mate.
Now, I just want to just quickly mention...
Yeah.
Nothing has ever warmed my heart more than Kate's comment in reply to my post for her birthday.
Yeah, go.
Where she's like, oh, thanks, DP. Missed drinking with you. 2 sad faces. And I felt that.
Yeah.
I felt the sadness.
Yeah.
I live in it.
Nice.
Hopefully we'll be back at it soon. 10 Beers Deep has been helping me take my mind off.
Bless her. She has been listening, by the way.
And that's when I knew she is the one and only sister from another mister.
Yeah, that's right. We are one big family here, the Bazzacchinis and Pauls, mate. One big family.
Yeah. I think I even said it in that drunken video. I said, you're a disgrace to the Bazzucchini Paul family.
Yes, you did. You did actually. It's a hyphen. We
That
chose
was-
to hyphenate.
Do you know how long ago that was? That was years ago, too.
Really?
That wasn't even last year. I think that was the year before.
Wow. Yeah. One of our classic do's. All right, shout-outs of the show in terms of the extra shout-outs. Update on the Facebook followers, mate. Up to 147.
Very
Not
nice.
bad. That's good for us.
Dude,
Thank you,
that was
everyone, by the way. We really appreciate, seriously, every follow. So, the locations, Dan, of some of our followers on Facebook. On the
Yes, sir.
Facebook.
Yes, sir.
I'll read you the cities.
Go.
So, 115 are from Melbourne. Classic.
Nice.
5 are from Adelaide.
Nice.
Alright, respect,
I wonder who
respect.
that could be.
2 from... Yeah, probably the family. 2 from Brisbane, Queensland, Australia.
Nice.
That's
Couple
that's
AFL
something.
players, obviously.
Of course, mate. They're getting around it. Surely Joe Danaher and Jordan DeGoey.
Good to go. The two shit on the most.
I don't even say in the footy chat, fucking Orazio's done the same bullshit. Anyway, whatever. Now, this is where we get spicy. I mean, not really. Actually, first, Cairns. Classic. All right. Now, this is where we get spicy. There's one from Cairns there. One from London, the UK.
Oh,
it's your mate. It's your mate.
If that's my mate, I'm coming for you. I hope you're listening, mate. How dare you hit him up on my territory?
Oh, no.
If you could see my camera footage, I'm looking you straight down the barrel of the camera.
He is. He's staring into my soul.
I'm so mad. Stop! Let's not go back.
No, let's not do it. Stop yourself. One from the Big Apple, Dan. New
The
York.
big apple from the west of the Schnapple. It's the sound of the mighty Yorkers.
Dude, it looks like it says Dales.
Really?
Is that Pitbull?
It's in Oregon. It's in Oregon. Darling.
Yeah, wow. Is that Pitbull? You reckon? Mr. 305?
Yeah, that's right. Picture that with a Kodak. The Darling.
No.
That's something I want to discuss another episode. I want to get into that.
What, Pitbull?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a full topic, mate. Lots to unpack there.
That's a full episode. I'm going to write that in there because I've got some big things to discuss.
And 2 followers from Texas.
Texas.
One from Laredo. Laredo?
Yeah, but the Texans love their beers. They love their beers.
They probably like the intro video. And one from Coppell, Texas.
Oh, yeah, I've been to Coppell before. Couple
Really?
of beers.
Dude, you fucking got me, bro. You fucking got me. And actually, I missed this one, but it's another New South Wales listener from Dubbo. There you go. Thank you.
I've actually been to Dubbo before. In all
But
seriousness.
yeah, so we really, in total, Australia, 131 followers.
Thank
US,
you.
we have 13 followers from the US.
That's
That's
impressive.
big. That's
Because I love the Mason Coxie Cox.
the big cock. Coxie's big break.
I know
say
we
it.
do this every episode, but I love Coxie's big
What a
break.
throwback, right?
Dude, speaking of Coxie's big break, do you know Ready Steady Cook's coming back?
I did not know.
Yeah. I don't think
Wow.
it's the Australian one, but I saw Ready Steady Cook's coming back, and Mum's like, I hope you're ready. Because that's
you're
like
ready.
Like back when I used to finish, like if I stayed home from school, like when I was like younger, if I like had a day off
Yeah,
kindergarten.
classic, dude. Was it just on all day, right?
Yeah. But I just distinctly remember, like, when I was, like,
Yeah,
younger, like, I'm
yeah,
talking,
go.
like, 3, 4 kind of thing. Mum used to have, like, this blue chair that she used to sit on. That was kind of like
Yeah.
her chair. And I used to, like, sit in her lap with my little Bob the Builder slippers on,
Oh, bless.
watching
yeah.
Ready Steady Cook. And it's such a memory. And, like, I'm smiling just thinking about just Ready
Oh,
Steady
look at
Cook.
him
I love it. I
listening
love
and
it.
smiling.
I love it. I'm a mummy's boy. I love it.
He loves it. Aren't
Love
we
it.
all, mate? Aren't we all?
The other person I've had was a good friend of the show. Love her to bits. The Lamp. Dana just messaged saying, great start to the show. Really enjoying the episode.
Really?
Yeah.
Which episode?
The most recent one. We just uploaded earlier
Oh,
this
really?
week. Yeah.
That is our best stuff. Every episode, honestly, I feel like we're getting better
Feel
and
like
better,
we are
which is
getting
good.
better.
Thanks
So
to you, listener.
We do appreciate you, Lamp.
Thank you, Lamp. If you know,
I
you
love
know.
Lamp.
Listen back. I love Lamp. You are Lamp. Friend zone. You get it.
What up?
I'll shout out, of course, the official meme account, Blake Taylor. Always go shout him out.
Yes, of course.
Love his work. Love your work, Blake. Now, and Kai, I must say. Now, comments on the YouTube videos. Every YouTube video we posted, at least every podcast episode, he has had something to say. Laughing, he says, I can't with these thumbnails. Now, he's referencing, of course, the Star Wars thumbnails that we do, which will now be the last one, at least on the main podcast episodes.
Correct.
So maybe this is a good time to quickly mention we
so
are now splitting them.
We're now splitting things into main podcast and reviews because we found the reviews are doing really well on their own. And the podcast is doing well on their own, but people are stopping when listening to the podcast when we start talking about the reviews, but there's other people who are just listening to our reviews.
And we think we can talk about, why not make it just more content, because we'll just do it all in one hit anyway.
Yeah.
And, you know, we release the video version of the review, whatever it may be. It doesn't have to be a review, but just every week we'll do the full podcast.
Yeah.
And then we'll do a separate, like, main topic that we want to discuss. So there's 2 things every week that we're putting out.
Yeah.
They'll be shorter. That video one with the editing will be shorter.
Yeah.
But
I'm just going to be honest real quick. It's just hit me. It's just hit me.
As in the beers. Yeah, mate. It's good. Just so we can get into conspiracy theories and get real dirty with it, you know?
It's like, when I was getting up to go to the bathroom before, I got up, I'm like grabbing onto the bookshelf, and just now my head's starting to...
Hold on, let me...
I haven't actually like
on your level.
I haven't felt this level of drunk in so long. Like last week was like that party drunk, but this is like my sesh drunk, and
like you're nervous that you're like, I don't know if I've got to make it, boys. Let me finish this for you. We get the Luke Beard jumping on the comments
again.
Saying,
he loves it. Loves it.
It says yo yo yo, which you started last episode with, which is a notorious meme. Remember when Luke would do his videos on Instagram, just whenever he do his Instagram videos, he would always start off with yo yo yo, what's good? And he would just start talking. Did you know that?
No, I don't think I was like mates with him at the time when he was doing this.
Okay.
I could have been and just don't remember.
You would have been, but maybe you just didn't even. He was doing like Instagram lives and stuff with people.
Oh, okay.
But he'd always start yo yo yo. So he's commented yo 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 because obviously he's a big fan of that.
No, it's okay. We'll keep that.
And he's gone with, we need video footage as well. Love heart eyes.
Look, we are each week I'm considering recording my footage because I've got a little option here where I can do start movie recording. And it records my audio and my screen.
Let me jump in. Sorry, special guests. This is actually, first I'll say Lewis Johnson Coots give us some great feedback.
This guy, can I just say?
Go.
Some of the biggest support within minutes I've ever seen. He's gone from not following to liking everything. Yeah, Alex sent me a screenshot. Liked everything. Just absolutely got around it. And
he found the Facebook page and went ham.
And we're not people that's like obsessed about numbers, but we just cannot explain our appreciation for when you guys just give that little bit of support.
Yeah, we love it.
It's fantastic, and you know it's nice to know that people are listening.
It goes a long way because me and Dan, no cap, every step of the way we doubt ourselves. Don't worry about that.
We
mate.
We really
every step is. Do people like this? Is this all right? Is this different? Look at the messages I said to Lewis here.
It's like, is it actually okay or something like that?
Yeah, I said to him, he's like, it's a bloody good listen, mate. And I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, oh my god, thank you so much. I'm like, now do you actually think that, or are you just saying that? He says, no, I genuinely had a good laugh. He said, I had the best laugh during the Assassin's Creed, but good. Just not the title I was talking about, but he listens to the pod. So thank you, Lewis,
Thank you, Lewis. Appreciate
my man.
it.
Thank you so much. And now, sorry, what I meant was when you said about special guests, the great Mitch Taylor.
Yes.
Has jumped in again and has just said he absolutely loved our footy chat last week. Anyway, yeah, Mitch Taylor was just saying how much he wants to come on with the American Honey. He said, cheers for the shout out when you smashed the something and honey.
Yes.
Shout out to Mitch Taylor.
Oh, want me to do it again?
He said, thank you for that.
Am I doing it again?
Oh, here it is, Mitch. This is for you and
Again.
the Taylor family. He's got the Jim Beam and honey. Here we go. Up to close to the mic. I want to hear you doing it. I want to hear you, like, gulping. Oh, I think you chinked it. Oh, shouldn't have said that. Oh!
Got 2 big gulps in there.
That was a big gulp. Oh! Did you drop it?
I caught it.
Oh! Holy shit, listener. On camera, the man's just dropped it out of frame, and his face, I thought he spilt it everywhere. But he's alright.
I felt my life flash in front of my eyes.
Oh my goodness. So anyway, that's the end of the contributor shoutouts.
Yep.
All right, let's get to the big list.
This person, Tim.Palzer17. So he's one of the boys from work. I
blood
think
is where-
he is officially one of the Rebel Lads 2.0 group. I think I have to start this up
He
soon.
is. He is.
He
Welcome,
has
Tim.
grown on us very nicely.
Not that he wasn't against it, but anytime someone starts at your work, a new
Yeah,
guy,
you're
it
always
takes
a bit
while to build
iffy
up.
against him when they first start. Yeah, and he's really molded in with us quite well. Great bloke, great banter. He
Great
actually loves
banter.
listening to us.
Agreed.
Yeah, he's super keen to hear what my hot take was. I was telling him a little bit about it today. He goes, I can't wait to listen just to hear you lose your shit, because he could just tell I was fuming inside.
Tim,
So
this
thank
is
you,
you,
Timmy,
mate.
mate.
Up the
Appreciate it. He
tigs.
even makes his misso listen to it, and she's like, "Is this all you guys do at work?" And he's like, "Yeah, it is."
Wait, is she following?
She's not following, but he sits with her and listens to it.
Tim, come on, mate.
Well,
We
actually,
need them.
no. He showed her the winking video that we did.
I just want to point out, guys, just quickly. We're on 68 followers. I mean, why could we come in this episode with 69? Come on!
We're one away.
Come on. Anyway, next, I'll take this one. Thank you, Tim, so much. Really, Tim, seriously, you know we love you. Up the tickies. Actually, not really. I hate them, but you know what I'm saying. We respect you. Next is Bonnie Stewart. Now, she is a girlfriend of my cousin, my good friend, my cousin Ryan. He's a couple years older than me, so it was always that guy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He's the cool family member. You know what I'm saying?
He's a bitch.
So-
he's a boss. He's a bitch and a
Oh my
boss, and he
god,
sounds like
Bonnie
class.
Stewart, just quietly, 1,000 followers, but 487 posts on Instagram. Bonnie,
That's
I love
goat
you.
status.
Thank you for following, but
That
Jesus,
is goat status. No, I
that's
appreciate
a
that.
lot of posts. Can we make her a social media manager? Should we do that?
Might have to. Bonds, hit us up, mate. Happy to share it with you.
Bonnie, yeah, that's right. Dan is now the social media guy, by the way. So if you have any issues, take it up with him. Thank you, Bonnie, so much. Appreciate it. She's in Adelaide, living there with Ryan and all that.
The next guy we have up is Boise_04. He's a good mate of Blake and Kai from the looks of it. So appreciate you following, mate. Hope you enjoy listening. He's got a story about... He's got Pop Out as the song with Lakers versus Orlando. That would have been an alright game, I imagine.
Yeah. So thank you so much. We really appreciate it, mate.
Yeah.
And
I'll
of course,
do the next
shout
one.
out
I'll do the
again-
next one as well.
That's all good. Shout out again to Kai and Blake for appearing to at least
support.
spread the message to their friends, which
I'll
is
do
great.
the next. I'll do the next one.
Take it
'cause
away,
you can
mate.
do the middle one.
Take it away.
So
Whatever you want to do.
I didn't know this was an actual thing, but DKG_arts. So this is Lamp's personal art page.
Why did you call it lamps art? You know?
Tell you what, this is actually really impressive. I gotta be. I was like, after talking for a little bit, I learned that she does painting and all that, and she's actually really good at it. Love it. Thank you again, Dan. I love you so much.
Yeah, that's great.
You're right. You do the next one. This
That's
bloke.
great. Pikey.
Some consider the
so-
goat. Do we consider him the goat?
Don't-
No. Yes. No. Do we consider Pikey the goat? Is he the import?
No. Pikey is...
You're not
he's
the goat, Pikey. You're just the Pikinator.
No. This is good from Pikey, though. He's Brendan's mate. Good mate. I mean, he's a friend of our show, obviously, but he's Brendan's good friend and Divine's good friend. But played for Case Cavaliers last season with me down there. So thank you so much,
Appreciate
Pikey.
that, yeah.
One of the
Thanks,
great
Pikey.
ballers. Just now expanding the range of basketballs we have following this show. So thank you.
Yeah.
We have a very basketball heavy following. at
Thank
this
you,
point.
my non-existent friends, apparently.
Yeah, can you get your fucking PlayStation mates to get on board?
Most of them don't have Instagram, man.
Bro, get them to make it and just follow us.
Yeah. I'll start making accounts for them.
Now, this is a
Now,
big following.
This
Literally.
is literally a big,
Go on, Dan. Hit me
big
with it.
follow.
Yeah.
Our boy, the man, the myth, the tall man,
The tallest man in basketball.
the decathlon legend,
Yes. Rival.
Geordie Morgs. Thank you so much for the follow,
Yeah.
big fella.
Big time stuff from
Appreciate
Morgs.
you, man. Love you so much.
Yeah.
Loves a sesh.
does.
Loves it.
He does.
Loves it.
He does.
He's been there for many a good times. And whenever I think of Jay Morgs, you know what I think of instantly? What do you think of? Do we think of the same thing?
Putting
Will
people on the
Sparks.
shoulders. Oh.
Yes!
Is that what you said?
I said Will Sparks. Putting
Yes.
people on his shoulders at
Yeah.
Will Sparks.
Yeah.
This man lifted me up at Will Sparks at Empire. Tell me, mate, that was the last fantastic night with everyone out. The
was
Rebel lads, the basketball lads, all of our mates combined were there.
Fuck, it was
and
good,
we seshed it. And Sam nearly got me in trouble that night, but that's a sesh story for another night.
Hold the Sesh story. But yeah, not just quietly. Yes, he put down on the shoulders. He put me on his shoulders. But this man, I reckon, squatted about a ton of weight that night. He put everyone on his shoulders. Just quietly. He was lifting everybody.
That is our goal for Splendor. I want a photo with me on someone's shoulders of Splendor.
Oh, like one of those chicks photos.
Yes, I want to be a chick.
And the caption, living.
No, the caption wants to be like, love my life, tee.
Why'd you say like Borat? Love my life, love my wife. You know?
But yes, we appreciate everyone for everything they do.
Regardless,
thank you
of course.
so much. Whether you were there from the start or you're here now, thank you for joining this journey with us.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
We're trying every week to just make it that little bit better. We're trying new stuff this week, so stay in, stay involved.
You know what this is, Dan? This is like 10 Beers Deep 2.0. This is the next chapter, I think.
Yeah, this is where we step up a bit.
Yeah, a bit more professional.
You know, we stupidly work way too hard on this for what it is.
We do. And you know what? This is actually good for our sanity, I'm being honest with you, because the amount of hours we put into this is off the charts. I'm putting more work into this than I would uni and work
and
combined.
Uni's coming up too, so our time schedule is going to be a little bit stricter, but we're going to continue.
We are in it, Dan. Put on the tinfoil hat, because here we are. We're talking conspiracy theories. Cue music! I want to set the scene first by saying, Dan, who are we? We are just two regular human beings, and this is really the core of conspiracy theories. Uneducated, strong opinions about certain things, okay?
Uneducated, strong opinionated blokes.
Talking about things they don't fully understand. So you're going to get that, all right? You're going to get that.
Is that the title of this episode? Strong opinionated, uneducated blokes.
That's a good name. I like that. All right. Let me kick it off with, do you want to talk about anything particular first, or do you want me to go through the list we started out?
No, let's go into, before we even go into the list, let's just jump straight into the main conspiracy theory of the moment.
Yes. Now,
COVID-19 coronavirus theory.
Now, let me jump in with my one first that I've got. Now, I think this is different to what you've got, maybe. We'll see. The one I've got here. Now, COVID-19 conspiracy theory. This is about really the reason behind COVID-19. Now, so what I've got here is the COVID-19 pandemic, Dan. Let me set the scene. Is a part of a strategy conceived by the global elites, such as Bill Gates, to roll out vaccinations to, obviously, COVID-19. With tracking chips that will be activated by the upcoming 5G network technology that is being rolled out, Western worldwide. Now, Dan. Now, Dan. Talk to me. What are your thoughts?
I don't believe it, mate. I'm sorry. I'm a big conspiracy person at times, but this is just a load of crock.
Yeah, so COVID-19. That is such... Oh, God. So that's a real sounds. You know what that reeks of to me is anti-vax crap. Alright? Yeah. Are you a vaccinations person?
See, I don't like needles, but I'm a vaccination person. My mother's a nurse. I can't not be a vaccination person, you know? She knows the cold hard facts of how vaccination works.
So this is great. This is actually a good point. So their mum's a nurse. Fantastic. Now,
she gives me my vaccinations.
Beautiful. I don't like needles either. I'm a pussy like that. But I got my flu vaccine this year. I had to actually for my glandular fever.
When they thought you had COVID, that's right.
Yeah, they tested me for COVID-19.
I wonder how you got that glandular fever, by the way.
Yeah. Let's. All right. Okay. And. But yeah, dude, awful. By the way, just want to put that out there. It was horrific. I had to spend a night in hospital. I really struggled with it. Anyway, that's not the point. The conspiracy, though, with that particular one, I gotta say, seems a bit far-fetched. The anti-vax stuff in it, I mean, come on, mate. I think that's what we're going to do. We'll list some conspiracy theories here, and we'll just talk about if they're believable or not. Anyway, Dan. So that one I'm just gonna say, and also 5G. I don't get that either.
Yeah,
every time
fake.
new technology is rolled out, there's always people. Back in the day, mate, when microwaves were first introduced, people thought they were gonna fry your brain. You know. Anyway.
Maybe they do, because my brain's just absolutely knackered, and I've made a lot of easy Macs over the years.
Well, that's that. You know what? That's true. Then let's just count. Write that. Put one down in conspiracy theory column. There you go. One win.
Done.
Anyway, go.
They got one win.
What's
so
your
my
one?
COVID-19 theory was that it was used to cull the excess population in
Mm-hmm.
China.
Sure.
Once
Now,
again, it's a synthetic thing. Still, once again, don't believe it.
yeah, it's interesting.
But you know what else I don't believe? I don't believe someone ate a bat and that's how it came about.
Yeah, there's a lot, because, I mean, if you look at, now, Brad Wilder, if you're listening to this, he is right in the conspiracy theory of China releasing this virus to become a new world superpower, as in the number one. Now, he's a big believer in that, economically. So, I mean, we've got a full argument about that, but that's okay. I mean, it's hard to know, because when the US and other countries have tried to launch, and the WHO tried to launch an investigation into China,
Shut it down.
they didn't want it. Now, jeez, and they tried to pull the card of like, what, you don't, what, we don't have to do it. We don't have to do it, mate.
So now this
Not
to
a good
me
look.
kind of reminds me of drug testing, where
Don't do it.
if you're not
Don't say
willing
it.
to get it tested,
Don't say
as
it,
in
mate.
like sports testing.
Yeah, no,
No,
don't
like,
say it, mate.
if
If you
you're
bring
not
up
willing to get it
Essendon
done
in this,
at
I'm gonna
home-
be upset. All
No,
right.
no, I'm talking about like how Sun Yang
Yeah.
smashed his
Yes.
vial
Yep.
for his blood test or drug test,
Yeah.
and he wasn't fined or anything. He was still allowed to compete till he was found guilty. Now, I'm sorry, if you're smashing a vial on purpose with a hammer, I think it was, don't quote me,
I'm not sure.
but there's something up there, man. You know what I mean? Like, so if he can like smash a vial and it not be like an instant red flag, that's concerning, man.
I don't know, China, mate. Now, this is bringing me to maybe a bigger discussion that we're probably not going to be able to cover in, however long we talk about this. But just China in general, mate. Have you seen the footage that's come out recently? I only saw out maybe in the last week. The BBC was showing it to the Chinese, I think, ambassador in the UK. It was the footage of all these, I think they were Muslims. They had literally them all shaven, all in the same uniform, boarding these trains to go, and they're sending them off to these factories to work. Have you seen
Oh
this?
yeah, I saw that in The Last of Us. Lev was shaved.
Yeah,
No, I
it's the
haven't. I'm
scars,
sorry,
mate.
probably not a joking matter. But,
No, it's not. It's not. But it's all right, mate. The audience knows that we are being serious. But this is like, it just. I'm not trying to talk about. Look, I'm not across the issue. I've seen the footage, and then the ambassador though, he literally looks at the footage. Are you looking up now? But the ambassador the BBC guy's like, so what do you think of this? What about this footage? What do you think of this? Quite confronting. And the ambassador literally said, I can't see the footage. I can't. What's going on? And he literally just starts talking about how beautiful that area of China is.
Oh, I haven't seen this. No.
That was it. And he just starts talking about, but you know what? And I don't know, I'm just going to make up a name. Whatever. That name. And he's like, it's a beautiful, beautiful area, though. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm like, what? What are you talking? Anyway, that's an example, mate. China, to be honest with you, not to offend any Chinese listeners. I'm not talking about the people. I'm just talking about perhaps the government of China. The communist government of China.
Oh boy.
They are, Dan. That's not a... What are you going, oh boy? They are.
I don't know about this much, but I just...
They're communist. It's communist China. What are you talking about?
Is it?
Yes.
I don't actually know.
It's something... It's going to come to a head with China, in my opinion. Right now, I know the US is in sort of trade dispute with China and all that. Trump's restricting trade with them and all that sort of stuff. And I think Australia is doing a similar thing because, of course, we do sort of whatever America does.
Yeah. All right. So let's jump into
Go.
one of the biggest and well-known, or one of the two most well-known conspiracy theories.
Hit me with it. Hit me with one of them.
Was 9/11 an inside job?
Oh.
Yes. No.
There you go.
Yeah,
with
this is a
9/11.
very touchy subject. It was a
This
very
is
serious
one that I am
incident.
very, very passionate about.
Oh no. I don't want to.
Now,
I don't want to get us cancelled this
strap
quickly.
yourself in, listener.
I'm not associated with this.
Dan, no. I'm not saying either way that something happens. All I'm going to say is what I have Yeah, God, I sound like such a Facebook poster. I know what I sound like. But what I'll talk about is this. So obviously the 2 buildings that collapsed were, a plane hit them. I'm not going to buy into, I've seen people talking like they were like holograms, planes that hit them and it was actually bombs going off of them. Nothing like that. I'm saying that they looked like perhaps some sort of controlled demolition was also happening at the same time. That there was bombs inside the building as well, maybe a cross-planning. The way they collapsed was very similar to the way buildings are demolished. And of course, the classic line that jet fuel can't melt steel beams. Dan, of course, you're familiar with this saying, right?
Is that where that comes from?
Yes, yeah, it comes from that.
Really?
It comes
No,
from
I
the
didn't know
conspiracy.
that.
It comes from that conspiracy of jet fuel doesn't burn hot enough to melt metal or steel. Sorry.
I didn't know. I just knew that meme. I just didn't know that's where it came from.
Yeah. So it comes from that. But I mean, man, I don't know. You can watch a shitty documentary on anything, and it can try and convince you of it. But all right, so that's not what I'm talking about. The buildings are neither here nor there. But I'm talking about. Do you know the building 7 that collapsed as well on 9/11? You seen this?
No.
The third
In all honesty,
building-
I was too young to remember this. I was just born when it happened.
Yeah. Okay. When I was that young, but I was like
4.
3.5 probably when 9/11 happened. Oh, just about to turn 4. Yeah, you're right. Just about to turn 4. And obviously I have no recollection of it, but it's crazy to think we're all alive during it, to be honest, because it seems like such a historic thing that we weren't a part of.
Yeah, I was just born. I remember Mum always said she was sitting at home.
Oh man.
And it came up on the news, and she's like, it was the most horrifying thing ever. I was just sitting there next to her.
Your mind would just start racing, right? Anyway, there's a third building collapsed, Dan. You can look it up if you want. Building 7, and it was a few blocks away from the plane crashes, and it also collapsed in the same fashion, that demolition fashion. And the report says that it collapsed from the debris from the other buildings collapsing. Now
that seems a bit scary. But I've never heard of this before.
God, fuck, I hate the way I sound when I talk about this stuff. I know what I sound like, people. But I'm just saying, it collapsed, bada bing, bada boom. The main one that I want to get into is the Pentagon. The Pentagon being hit by what they say was a plane, Dan.
The Pentagon being hit by Call of Duty zombies?
Yes, exactly. That's a historic event. No. But maybe look that up as well if you want to. But the Pentagon, they said, was hit by another plane. No video footage has been released to this day that was from the Pentagon. The only footage they've released is from a gas station video camera, and it's about literally 1 frame per second. So you just see something, a blur of something, and an explosion. And people are saying it's a missile, they're saying it's this, they're saying it's that, because if you look at the explosion on the Pentagon, it's very clean. It's very sharp and clean looking, and looks nothing like a plane hitting it. There's no debris of a plane, nothing. And are you telling me, Dan, the Pentagon has no cameras around on the lawn or of the outside area, Dan? You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. It has to. It actually has to. The security center of what? The US, let alone maybe the fucking Western world? I mean, come on, mate. Come on. What did they do with Osama bin Laden?
I don't actually know.
The body. What did they do?
Yeah, they never had the body, did they?
They dropped... This is what they said. They killed Osama bin Laden, and everyone said, oh, what are they going to do with the body? The official release says they dropped it in the ocean.
Sus.
So I'm just going to let that sit with you, listener. Why does everything have to be so sus? I don't want it to be like this. No. That is what happened, listener.
Yeah.
Just like Transformers Dark of the Moon with Megatron being dropped into the ocean.
Dude, yeah.
Or at the Dark of the Moon. Right. At the end of Transformers 1, but then Dark of the Moon, he's revived. But he was dropped in the ocean.
I remember seeing it a bit later on YouTube, I think it was. Or maybe I was watching Raw at the time. When John Cena came out. Because, he was that big American hero. Hustle, loyalty, respect kind of thing.
Yep.
And he's like, we found and we've dealt with Osama bin Laden, and I just remember like that crowd going insane for it, massive pop as they call it.
Why wouldn't you, bro? He's like at that time he was like the Hitler of everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude,
like he was the guy.
Yeah. This next one, once again, in honesty, I haven't had a chance to do full research on these. Actually, any research at all. If I'm gonna be completely honest.
That's fine. That's fine.
Fake. The moon landing being faked. Now, do you believe this one? Before you get into this, before you explain your point, do you think yes or no?
I think we 100% landed on the moon in the 60s.
Yes, thank you.
100% we did.
Yeah. Wasn't recorded?
And again...
With a green screen?
Nah. Okay. Now, don't get me... Let me first say this first. And people that think we've only been to the moon once, I think that's incorrect. We've been to the moon multiple times. And by we, I mean the human race.
Yes. Yeah.
They say, why haven't we gone back? And it's... What's the need to go back? First off, funding for NASA, look it up, has gone down drastically. The only reason we even tried to, because Russia was trying to, right? At the time.
Okay, yeah.
And it was a race. It was a fucking race, Dan. JFK, of course, announced it, that but before the decade's out, we will have a man on the moon. Which is, dude, such a... Goosebumps, bro. Goosebumps. Yeah. When he said that speech, bro. Oh, my God. It's like, what happened, man? Yeah. You know, Donald Trump, why can't you be like that? What happened, bro? Just goosebumps.
We both think that it was real. I appreciate that we both feel that one.
Yeah, so what are your thoughts? Go.
Yeah, so look, I think it happened. I mean, look, some people can say the footage is doctored. It's too big of a thing. Like, these things are just too big to be able to be faked. Like, the first time landing on the moon, 9/11 terrorist attacks, like these, like COVID being not real, 5G towers, these are big, massive issues that you can't really fake and not get away with it.
Yeah.
And not get away with it, I should say. You know what I mean? Like, by 2020, I feel like we would know now that it is fake.
Yeah.
This one, famous for more reasons more than they should be. Does that make sense?
No.
No. Okay, good. Earth being flat. Yes. No.
Mate.
Do you know what my answer is?
Yes.
Kyrie Irving.
Oh, mate. Kyrie. I mean, you know what? Not even Kyrie. Do you know Shaquille O'Neal is also a believer?
Really? I didn't know this. Oh, this is what I was going to talk about before. Before. Do you believe in UFOs and aliens?
Yeah. I think aliens... By aliens, I don't mean like, you know, big head, big eye type thing.
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
like
I
Simpsons.
think life forms are out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Do you think there's other dimensions with other people like us?
Oh, gee, are you talking about multiverse?
Yeah. I'm talking...
Are you talking Spider-Man multiverse? Yes, Spider-Verse. He's got the Blu-ray out. You're my sunflower. Yeah, are we alone in the universe?
I don't think we are. And it's going to sound ridiculous, but...
You think we are?
No, I don't think we are. No,
sorry, dude. Oh, my lord. I thought you said you were. Anyway, go.
No. It's going to sound... But, like, I believe some of these UFO sightings. Some things, like... But I don't believe the ones that look like saucers and spaceships. I believe the ones that don't. If we can form and become what we are, what else can form and become what they are? Like, it's got to... I don't know.
So
it's alright. Well, next week, I just said when you were gone before... We are going to be doing creepypastas. And this is my creme de la creme.
Good.
The Lavender Town Syndrome is one of my all-time favourite stories. And Russian Sleep Experiment.
I like that. Yes. See, I've read that one. I haven't read the other one. Yeah, crazy cool stuff happening, guys. I mean, there's so many more conspiracies we can get into, especially requested by one Ebony Doyle, friend of the show, Dan, previously mentioned, actually, in this episode. Mm-hmm. She wanted the COVID pedophile cover-up. Sure, the one where Tom Hanks...
I was watching this on Facebook, like Seth Green owns a child sex trafficking ring.
Yeah, maybe that's involved. The only thing I know is that, at least from the early days, was... when Tom Hanks came out saying he has COVID-19, and then he was in Australia and he was going to stay in Australia, people, of course, conspiracy theorists, jumped to the conclusion that COVID was just a conspiracy released for the elites to sort of a distraction to hide this child pedophile ring that they had going with the Hollywood elites, the elites of the Western world, essentially. and Tom Hanks was the face of that and all that sort of stuff. And really, the facts of it are that he was filming a movie in Australia, and he actually got COVID-19, and then he just quarantined himself like you're supposed
2
to.
weeks, and then went home.
Anyway, anything else you want to touch on?
No,
Damn.
I'm pretty happy with that. I'm ready for the next couple of episodes because we've got a lot of stuff lined up ready to discuss. I don't want to burn it all in this one episode. Yeah, and then we will have the review, or we'll do our retro review of Empire Strikes Back tomorrow night. They'll be out for you, hopefully around midweek, maybe late next week.
All right. Thank you for watching / listening to 10 Beers Deep, episode 6. I've been Alex.
And that was DP.
Thank you for listening. We love you, listeners.
Love you all.
And have a good week. Peace out.